It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
It's Tuesday, 7:30.
It is?
Yeah, 7:30.
You're so smart. You're so smart. Good job, buddy. Good job, Doug.
Can't believe this month is already over with.
I know.
Tomorrow.
This whole year has just been flying.
Yeah, every year.
Seems like every month it's like, oh my God, that month has gone already?
Yeah.
It seems like it goes by quick.
Just think it was a month ago that we took our trip. And I told Carla, I was like 2 months before, I was like, we're already back. She'd be like, don't say that. I said, we're already back. Because it's going to fly by.
It is.
And it does.
It does.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that works.
Yeah. They say that when you're younger, the reason why time goes slower is because you have so many firsts, right? Think about it.
I can see
10,
that.
double digits. 13, teenage years. 16, you get to drive. 18, you graduate and become an adult. 21, you can drink. And then after that, what's left? It's 30, 40, 50, 60. So
that's why things speed up. I just thought it was that hill that they talked about. Once you get over the top, you just start speeding up,
and it just flies.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. My dad always warned me that every year would start to go by faster and faster, and he was right. It does.
I'll admit, I'm 50 years old, and if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken a lot better care of myself when I was younger.
You feel invincible when you're younger.
I mean, you just don't think about that.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, and you put your body through it. And yeah.
Stay up late, get up with 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, and think nothing of it. And now, buddy, if I'm running on that, I feel like I have a hangover, like I partied all night long. And all I did was watch TV.
See, that's how I feel if I sleep in.
Yeah.
If I sleep in a lot, then I'll just feel
groggy.
Yeah.
I can see that because that happens to me too. Unless I'm just exhausted. If I stay in bed too long, then you kind of feel like you wasted the day.
And you almost want to just go ahead and waste the rest of the day because your body's just kind of like blood then.
Yeah.
So get up, get around, get that blood flowing.
Do something. Get the ticker going.
There you go. There you go.
Not paying attention.
So how was your weekend?
It was good, except for my back. On Friday, see, in 19, I jumped out of the bed of my truck and landed flat-footed, and like compressed a disc, slipped a disc, whatever you want to call it. That was 5 years ago. I don't remember exactly what happened to the lower part of my back.
Okay.
And it about collapsed, and it took 3 visits to the chiropractor to get me, back into shape. But I remember that next morning, I could barely move, barely get out of bed. Had to find something to hold myself up. Well, Thursday, I go to get out of my chair at work. So I get up and spin out real fast, and I feel something right away. And I'm walking up to our office manager, Alicia's office, and I just feel it. And I was like, what did I do? I got out of a chair, dude. I got out of a chair.
That's when you know you're getting old right there. When you get out of a chair and you hurt yourself.
So the next morning I wake up and it's like I jumped out of that truck all over again. I barely get out, and I make an appointment to go see the chiro at 10. I get in there, and he uses this little wood thing that has wood balls on the end of it, and he pushes on your back, and then he starts to rock it back and forth. And you can literally feel like what was probably the disc just slip back in to place. You could hear it pop, and I could feel it move back into place. And so, but it took a couple of days, and yesterday was manageable. And this morning I was spry. I was able to get out of bed, but I can still feel it.
Still there.
I've got to take it easy for the next few days.
I get it.
Yeah. So,
I get it.
And then I have a nice project on Friday.
I was about to say this weekend's not going to let you take too much easy on it. Your wife's putting you to work.
Yeah, better be ready. You better be ready. Saturday.
We'll get your pull up.
Sounds good.
No problem.
Get the pull up in just enough time to close it up. In a month.
Winterize it.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
It'll be up for next year, though.
There you go. You go. It'll be ready.
Yeah. Should we start the show?
All right, let's get going.
Hospice of the Ozarks, they sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality of in-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. There's still a non-for-profit 501c3. There has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I want you to please watch over the people of Venezuela as they go through this election that they feel was not right, and they are protesting in the streets, and I know that can get pretty bad, so watch over them, protect them, keep everybody as safe as you possibly can. We know that this is not the first time and probably won't be the last, but if you could help them, that would be my prayer of today. Please watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. You can give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one, it can be a daunting task for anybody. It can
wear you out over time, and sometimes you just need to take a break and take care of yourself, let your batteries recharge.
There you go, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel bad for that if you need a break. Give Hospice of the Ozarks a call, 870-508-1771. With that, we'll hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, you want a professional in the field, don't you, Scooter?
That is true. You want somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody can make sure that's closing on time, and you want to be on top of that dominoes. You do not want to be on the backside.
As Scooter has said before, it's not just your house that's selling. It's somebody looking to buy that house, but then you're looking to buy a house after that, and those people are moving into another house, and so
it is a long domino effect.
If you get somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, because banks have different rules and regulations, inspections that need to be done, you want a professional in the field to make sure that that's taken care of, because one little thing goes wrong and now you're not closing. Oh, refresh. This page never wants to stay. Anyway,
nobody can see what you're talking about. Yeah. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
It's our secret.
All right, let's take a look at the cameras.
Well, let's see. Is it froggy today?
It's not bad.
Yeah. It's actually pretty beautiful. That is the cameras at the Z-Team's home. I'm Linda Zadora, looking over the White River and Cotter, Arkansas. Off in the distance on the right is Mountain Home, and the center is Missouri line, and to the left is Bull Shoals. But they have this beautiful still shot on their website at retiredarkansas.net, and then they have the second camera.
That's actually a live video.
That's a live one.
Both of them are live videos.
Well, live video,
yeah,
but it doesn't move. That's what I mean.
Yeah, the other camera doesn't. This one does.
This one moves.
It's got about 15 different locations that it goes to. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. It zooms in really far, too. It's good that you didn't put it in somebody's window.
No, we watch out for that.
I bet some were probably wondering.
And that was originally the thought, was that we put the camera and people go to the website and move it around to what they wanted to see.
And
but then,
yeah,
and then we remembered, oh wait, you can't. It'll go through windows, and I mean you can see that well. Yeah,
not a good idea.
We couldn't do that.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give Bob and Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and these beautiful camera views. You wake up in the morning, want to know what it's like outside? The train station, you can just go to retiredarkansas.net and find both live views. You can see how well this one zooms in.
A little bit of fog. It's having a little tough time. But
yeah. Like the workers are out. They're ready to start the day. You got a train there ready to, I don't know, haul whatever they haul. What are they usually hauling down through there now?
I don't know. We even know what they haul through there.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't begin to guess.
That's okay. Give Bob and Linda Zadora a call for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather. In Mountain Home at 75, Harrison at 79, Batesville at 79, Yellville at 74, Marshall at 72, Salem at 75, Mountain View at 72, Calico Rock at 75, West Plains, Missouri at 75, Springfield at 75, Poplar Bluff at 76, and St. Louis at 74. National Weather Radar shows activity in, states like Kentucky and West Virginia, parts of Iowa and Indiana, and Illinois, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It looks like they have pretty good weather activity going across them around, 9, 10 o'clock. Northern Idaho, well, parts of Idaho until northern Idaho and into Montana, but Arkansas and Missouri and most of the country looks like it's going to be in the clear. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, you can see that going north of St. Louis across Illinois, but our neck of the woods, I think we're going to have a hot day, don't you, Scooter?
It is going to be hot.
And there it is. We've got an heat advisory, an excessive heat warning. You can see Baxter County is in the excessive heat watch, and that crosses all the way over to Jonesboro, runs south.
We're under warning right now. We're expected to be 110.
110.
On the heat index.
Well, let's just take a look. Man, look at that. Central part of the U.S. is going to be hot today. Today, excessive heat warning, but it is going to be hot, hot. High of 95, sunny. Tonight, low of 75 and clear. Wednesday, again, we've got an excessive heat warning. It's going to be very hot, high of 97. Wednesday night, low of 75, mostly clear. Thursday, high of 98 and hot. I don't see how they can have 97 and then on Thursday 98, but not still have that warning.
It's to do with the humidity and everything else that goes into play.
Okay. See, I'm not a weatherman. You are. Thursday night, low of 74, mostly clear. Friday, high of 96 and sunny. Friday night, low of 71 and mostly clear. Saturday, high of 93 and sunny. Let's see, Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 70. Sunday, sunny, high near 92. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 70. Are you ready for this Friday and Saturday?
I'll bring it on.
That's when we're going to be doing the pool, everybody. 96 degrees. Yay! Tree pollen today is none. Grass pollen is moderate. Ragweed is low. Norfolk Lake water level is at, please hold. It just runs slow when I get to it, doesn't it?
It does. Any other time, we don't have problems.
No, it just clicks right in. 560.35 level is 8.35 feet above full pool. They're shut down, but I'm sure they've got spillway gate open or two. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 660.88. Level is 1.88 feet above full pool, and they're generating 1. And that is a look at your weather. Brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. With that, we'll take another break for a word from our sponsor, Ozarks Farm and Lawn. Yes?
Be right back.
All right.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located here in Mountain Home at 4423 Highway 62 West. Buddy, you can't miss them. A sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands. They got RTVs and zero turns. Implements galore. If you need hay baling equipment, they've got you covered. Isn't that right, Scooter?
They've got a huge inventory in stock right now, so whatever you're needing, like you said, from the hay equipment to any kind of attachment, tractor you can think of, they've got a huge parts department.
Mm-hmm.
They carry a lot of parts in stock, and they got a great service department, so if you just need to get something repaired, take it on in there.
There you go. Give them a call at 870-425-3434. Go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com. You can see some of the specials and limited offers they have going on right now. But best yet, just to go by and see them in person.
Yep.
Yeah. So in community news, we have something new here. Martial Arts Seminar, a meeting of the minds. It looks like it's their second annual one. Phoenix Rising Martial Arts. The seminar lasts 2 days this year. A schedule is included to help decide which classes to attend. If you can't make them all, supper on Friday. Oh, supper threw me off because it was on whatever. Supper on Friday and lunch on Saturday are provided. There is no charge for classes or meals. That'll be Friday, August 2nd and Saturday, August 3rd. It looks like on Friday it starts at 1 p.m. and goes through 5:45, and that's the break, and then 6:15 is the supper. Saturday, August 3rd starts at 9 a.m. and runs through the break of 4:45. Lunch is at 1:30 p.m. They're located at 860 Highway 62 East here in Mountain Home. You can go to phoenixrisingma.com. But it looks like all kinds of martial arts techniques. I've never BJJ, theory of mechanics, Kempo techniques. I can't even say that word. Teki with Bunkai, Kabuto.
Like a
Yeah.
bunch of different
A
forms.
bunch of different
You can
forms.
decide which classes you want to go to.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, very good idea. So August 2nd and August 3rd. The pancake breakfast at the Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department located at 12101 Highway 201 North, July 27th from 7:30 to... Wait. Why is that still up here?
I don't know.
Moving on.
Yep, that one just finished.
August County Fair.
Because they have a fish fry coming up on August 17th.
Give that back to me then.
Yeah, at the bottom. At the bottom.
At the bottom, reminder. See, it even has a reminder. How about we do this? We're going to mark this out and say, reminder of the fish fry at the Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department, August 17th from 4 to 6 p.m. I've heard that's really good. You ever been to any of the fire departments?
I have, and
Yep.
they're usually really good.
Very good. Yeah,
Yes.
very
Usually
nice.
they have some people that know what they're doing.
I hope so. Otherwise, nobody's going back. The Baxter County Fair 2024. It'll start with the truck pull Saturday, August 17th at 7 p.m. located at the new fairgrounds track. But they'll also have a lawnmower races at the end of the fair on Saturday, August 24th at 5 p.m. located at the Saddle Cub Arena. Now that one is public admission is free, brought to you by Gregg Farm Services. So that's going to be really cool. The truck pull and the lawnmower races. Man,
That's pretty neat.
tell you what, if that's not as southern as it gets, I don't know what is. Baxter County Fair 2024, August 20th through 24th. Now remember, the first night, the 20th, is free admission.
Free admission to get in.
Yeah, brought to you by PBJ Happy Days Shows. But then, if you go to Hardee's and purchase any large combo meal, you get a free fair admission ticket that you can use on Wednesday night or
Yep.
any Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. But let's just say you go Tuesday and get in for free. Then you go in Wednesday because you bought a meal and got a free admission ticket. Then if you're a senior or a veteran on Thursday night,
You get in for free.
you get in for free.
There you go.
How you can beat that?
Now they got the wristbands you can get, where you can get a wristband and ride all the rides all day.
Yep,
for that
$30.
day. Yep.
Only $30. You can buy that at any area bank. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce. And then there was the third place that I'm going to remember by looking at this piece of paper. What was it?
Running out
I
of
really
time.
need to remember. I'm running out of time. Somewhere else. That's horrible of me that I don't have that for you. Go by the fair this year. August 20th through the 24th. I'll be prepared next time. How about that? That is a look at your community news brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Go by and see them for all your tractor needs. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We got some great guests we're bringing up.
Some special guests.
Yeah. Be right back.
All right.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We have a couple of special guests here. Keith Sharp, Highway 5 South Church of Christ, and Timothy Massawe from Moshi, Tanzania. And so, Keith, we'll start with you and let you introduce Timothy. So tell us about yourself, Timothy, and your church, and then, yeah.
Well, in 2019, I visited in Timothy's home in Moshi, Tanzania, and got to know him. He had been corresponding with me for years. Mm-hmm. And so I was in Kenya, and we went on down to Moshi, Tanzania, and spent about 5 days in his home, and I was just really amazed with what Timothy does. Mm-hmm. And he's a devoted Christian, very strong Christian, but he also is a criminal defense attorney, educated in London, England, and because he grew up poor, and a lady in Canada paid his way through school, so he was able to get an education. Otherwise, he would not have been able to get an education. Then he decided that he would in turn be helpful to the poor children there in Africa, Moshi, Tanzania, where he lives. And he is a member of the Rotary Club, Rotary International. In fact, you're the president of your local club, is that right?
Yes.
And so he has started a school there called Bright Future School for poor children who otherwise would be unable to get an education. So yeah. I'll let Timothy take it from there.
Well, thank you for joining us, Timothy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we started this school 2021, and as we speak, we have about 150 kids, some of them who are being sponsored by individual people, individual Rotarians, Rotary clubs, and the organization all over the world.
Yeah, very good. What was the main motivation of starting the school? Was it that you had help and that you wanted to help?
Yeah, I grew up in a very poor family, and I got supported by the headmistress of the school where I attended in Moshi. And that's how I went to school, because without the support that I received from her, I would not have gone to school. So when I finished the school and I started working, this was it was my desire to start a school that will give opportunity to children who have academic potential, but poverty prevents them from achieving their goal.
Sure. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, the school has about 150 children, you say. How many teachers? And are they all volunteers, or does the Bright Future School have a way of paying them?
Yeah, Bright Future School pays the teachers because we have very good teachers. They have good education. So the sponsorship funds goes to pay the teachers, and it covers the tuition fees. It covers the meals, because the kids get 2 meals per day, which is very unlike other schools where we are. They get good breakfast, they get good lunch and fruits. And all this comes from the money that the sponsor provides to the kids.
Yeah, very good. So if somebody was wanting to sponsor a child, do they contact you directly? Do they contact the school in Tanzania, the Rotary Club? How do they do that?
Yeah, they contacted the school because we have a school website.
Okay.
And we have kids who are on the list looking for sponsors. So when you go to our website, you get the contact information there, and you can contact the school principal direct.
So what is that website?
Is brightfutureschool .ac.tz.
AC.
.cs, sorry.
Oh. ACS.
CSCS.
CACS.
CSSC. SS school. SC.
SC.
Yeah. .tz.
Yeah, I'm still putting. Oh, there we go. No, that says .com. We'll find it here in a second and show people.
Yeah.
We'll do that at the break.
Yeah, we'll do that at the break.
Let me just mention this. If somebody locally wants to be in touch with Timothy, they can call me, and I'll get them in touch. My number is 870-321-5746, and I will be more than happy to put people here in touch with Timothy. And I want people locally to know this is on the up and up. He works with Rotary. It's through Rotary. 100% of the money that is spent goes to educating the children. There's not any money that the organization takes out.
Okay, yeah, that's very good, because some take a percentage to pay
There's
their own bills.
None taken out. It's all for the education of the kids.
Yeah. So if you sponsor a child, is it first through 12th grade, how it works here? I mean, do you sponsor the whole time, or how does that work?
Yeah, most sponsors, when they commit to sponsor a child, they want to see that child goes to the next level, like finishing the primary level. So when they start to sponsor, it starts with grade 1 up to grade 6. And the cost of sponsoring a child is $500 USD per year. So if you pay in January, the next payment will be next year in January.
So that's $500 a year for one child.
Yeah, and covers everything.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, covers their meals, covers their education.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
That's very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How long has Bright Future, since 2021?
2021.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, are there a few schools like this in Tanzania?
There are a few schools like this, but they are very, very expensive.
Yeah.
And poor families or middle-income families in Tanzania cannot afford.
Yeah. So you have a lot of them slipping through the cracks.
Sure.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit about some of our areas, Well, the mission is very good. How long have you been in America
I came to America in July 11th.
Yeah.
This July.
And when do you return home?
I returned home on the 18th of August.
The 18th. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think of the States? Is it your first time here, or?
This is my first time. I've been coming to North America several times, but this is my first time to the U.S.
Yeah, very good. What do you think of it so far?
It's good. It's very welcoming. It's unlike what I thought before I came here. People are welcoming. They are very good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, I don't really know a whole lot about Africa. I don't know about the eastern, you're in the central eastern part, I guess, close eastern
Equatorial
star,
East Africa.
but kind of in the middle of Africa. Not the middle, but what I'm saying is not the north, not the south, but kind of
Tanzania borders the Indian
Kenya.
Ocean.
And yeah. See, I don't know a whole lot about it and what they think of Americans. I don't know what to think of Africa because we rarely speak about it in the States, and so it always makes me wonder if you're thinking about us and we're thinking about you and what you think of us. So
America and Tanzania and the U.S. has had a very good cooperation.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
Okay.
And people in America have been visiting Tanzania. We have a lot of friends and the locals in Tanzania. They have friends in America. So they have a very good image about America.
Okay.
There are a lot of projects in Tanzania that are supported by American people. So we have a very good friendship and image about America.
Very good. Yeah. Very nice.
Let me throw in about Americans going to Tanzania. Tanzania is a peaceful nation, unlike much of Africa. And so you won't have to worry about getting involved in a local war.
I understand, yeah.
And of course, he lives at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the highest mountain in Africa.
Beautiful mountain. I've seen pictures.
It's an extinct volcano. And also the Serengeti Plains and all of the African Big Five, all the great game animals of Africa. Tanzania is the place to go.
So that's where people go when you're talking about doing the safari and seeing lions and giraffes and very cool.
Yeah, we driving from Kenya to Tanzania. Here you worry about hitting a deer.
Right.
There we were worried about hitting a zebra.
A zebra. or maybe a rhino, yeah.
Well, that'd be bad.
It'd be really bad, yeah. Well, very good. That's one thing I've always wondered about. Like I said, the news, when it talks about Europe or it talks about Russia or it talks about China or, other places, they don't really say anything about Africa, so I don't know a whole lot about it. And I've always felt it would be very interesting to go to, but you do sometimes hear about regional conflicts, and it's nice to know there's an area that's safe. You know what I mean? Tanzania and Kenya is about the same way. Is Kenya?
Kenya is not peaceful in all parts.
Is it not?
There's lots of. So you have to be very careful going through Kenya.
Yeah.
But Tanzania is different. I'll mention one other thing. I'm pitching Tanzania. You've maybe heard of the Massawe warriors, which is a tribe of people. And for a male to become a warrior, he has to, with his bare hands, kill a lion.
Oh.
That's
really?
That's in the area where he lives.
Yeah. Now, do they still do that?
They still do that at the age of 15, 16. After they have been circumcised, they are released to go to the bush and find a lion. If they don't kill a lion, they are not considered men.
So does this have to be a full-blown grown lion, or can you find a cub and just be like, I did it? That's amazing. Yeah, I can't believe they still practice that. Very good. What's about 7:35?
Yep.
Take our first break.
That'll work.
All right, we'll be back with more from Keith Sharp and Timothy Massawe.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Keith Sharp of the Church of Christ and Timothy Massawe. He's from Moshi, Tanzania. He is a part of the Bright Future School in Tanzania at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro, and their website is brightfuturesschool.sc.tz. You can see here that you can donate right here on their website. You can contact them. This is a service that provides an education for the children there in Tanzania. They have about 150 children there now. It's definitely a worthwhile cause, and education is everything to an individual, and especially for the future of this world. Educated person is best, as you would put it. But the education of children in African nations, poorer nations, is harder to come by, and that's why Timothy started this school. There are various schools like this, which is good to hear. But he felt the need. He was also given the opportunity of an education by somebody that was willing to help pay for it. Now, if somebody sponsors a child, would they be able to visit Tanzania and visit that child and the school and take a tour?
Yeah. That is what we do. We connect the sponsor with their sponsor kids. If you want to sponsor a child, basically you'll be able to visit that child, and you get regular report cards, academic report cards from the schools to see the progress of the child and get in contact with the school.
Very good. Now in Tanzania, what's the main dialect, your language?
We have Swahili as the national language.
Sure.
But we also have our own tribal languages, which is about more than 120 tribal languages.
Are they similar in a way that you could still speak to each other, or do you have to have a translator for each individual tribe?
You have to have a translator. But the good thing is that every Tanzanian speaks Swahili.
Okay.
And that connects us all.
Yeah, very good. What's the size of Tanzania? What's it comparative to one of the states here?
Well, Tanzania, I would say it is like 3 or 4 states combined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the size. And the population is about 60 million people.
60 million people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good size country, for sure. So to think of the different dialects or the different languages of tribes, and if they didn't speak Swahili, it'd be very difficult to even trade or do anything with each other.
It's true.
Now, in the course of their studies with your school, do they learn English?
Yeah, our school teaches English from kindergarten or nursery to primary level.
Okay.
So the kids there can communicate very well. If you were to visit the school, you'd be surprised because even the younger ones, they speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the difference between the USA and pretty much the rest of the world is they learn 2 languages, and one of them is typically English, where we get to choose when we're in junior high if we want to learn a different language, Spanish and German, whereas it seems like everywhere else.
If they graduate high school, they speak 3 languages.
3 languages.
They would speak their tribal tongue, Swahili, and English.
Yeah. Yeah. They're already a step above.
And let me add one other thing, and that on that getting an education, we take it for granted here.
Sure.
What we call free public education, meaning it's supported by the tax funds of the citizens.
Yeah.
But in Africa, that's unknown. I've never been in a country in Africa that has free public education.
Yeah.
The parents have to pay for the children's education. And so those who are poor, the children simply go uneducated and therefore unable to have an economic future.
Yeah. That is true. Well, and like you're talking about the tax, you would say, well, I pay for my child's education, but the taxes are so minute that it's not like having to pay for one of these private schools. It's essentially kind of a private school, and it's a lot more money. And I don't know the median household income in Tanzania, but it's probably very difficult. You're talking a lot of
But you can't compare it to private schools in America. These are not they're not exclusive.
Yeah, no, anybody can.
Right.
As long as, yeah, very good. So if you want to donate or sponsor a child, you can contact Keith at 870-321-5746. You can go to the website here at brightfutureschool.sc.tz. They have a donate tab. This will get you in contact with the school either through a phone number. Let's see, you've got children looking. We've got an address here, a code. It looks like an account number to directly.
Yeah, there's a phone number.
There we go. Down here at the bottom, you can see the phone number. They have a P.O. box, and if you want to contact somebody and talk to them directly, I'm sure that sponsoring a child is very easy to do. It's a very trustworthy organization, as Keith said.
Again, they're connected with the Rotary Club, and so there would be the Rotarian guarantee behind it.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So with somebody that doesn't know anything about this, what would you tell a prospective person that's looking to sponsor? If they had questions, what would you normally talk about? What are the normal questions that somebody would have?
Someone who wants, first of all, they would ask, how do we choose the children who are in need?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, since we have been working with the local government for a long time, social welfare, there are children who are in need in the community, and they are brought forth by the community leaders. And we write down their names and their profile. We visit their families to see if they are really in need, and before we put them in the list for sponsorship. So the first thing, they must be children in need, and the second thing, they must have academic potential, because we don't want to waste the sponsors' money.
Mm-hmm.
So children who either have taken entrance exams at the school and they have passed very well, but they are parents cannot afford are the ones that we also put in the list to connect with the sponsors.
Yeah. So can it be different age ranges? I guess some would have some education and be maybe 3rd, 4th grade level, but they're still not attending school, and you can sponsor them. I mean, it doesn't necessarily start at kindergarten or 1st grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have different kind of ages in our list.
Yeah. And so I guess some parents could be homeschooling their children but want them to further the education in actual school, and that's when they would seek out help also get with their community leaders and ask.
Sure.
Yeah, very good. Well, it's 7:45.
Yeah.
We'll do our final break.
We can.
All right, we'll be right back.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior health care specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
If you're looking
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Keith Sharp, Highway 5 South Church of Christ, and Timothy Massawe from Moshi, Tanzania. He has the Bright Future School there in Tanzania that's giving children a chance at an education through sponsorship. But you also have volunteer opportunities that if somebody wanted to go stay there a month, maybe retired teachers that are willing to give their time to educate the children there. So tell us about that.
Yeah, we have this volunteer opportunity to give people chance to come and volunteer with us. If you feel like you want to give back to the community in a way of volunteer, you can come and work with us at the school. There are so many activities that we are doing, and we are not only working alone. You can even volunteer in other local schools that are in need, but hosted by the Bright Future School.
Yeah. So if somebody was looking to do that and be there a month, you would set up their accommodations, you would find them a place.
Yes, we can find accommodation at a very, very low cost. Unlike if you come like a tourist, then the cost is very high. But if you are coming to volunteer, then you will be basically find a local place for you to stay, which has good accommodation at a very low cost.
Very good.
Yeah.
See, that's worth it right there. Yeah. Not that you're, not being a tourist, but helping volunteer will help in your accommodations. That's save you some money. Keith, you said that you were there before you started the school, but tell us about your experience.
Well, I stayed in his home for 5 days there in Tanzania and preached in the Church of Christ that Timothy was one of the ones who helped start there in Moshi, Tanzania. And it was delightful. I've never enjoyed and experienced more than the 5 days I spent there. As I mentioned to you during the break, though, I was very disappointed that I've never seen Mount Kilimanjaro. Because I was 5 days there, it was covered with clouds the whole time. So maybe you want to be careful about what time of year you go.
True. But what time of year was that you
When were we there, Timothy? I don't remember now.
I can't remember.
I think it was in our summer that we were there, and so now remember they're just south of the equator, so the seasons
it's totally
are not,
different.
But they're actually equatorial. They have wet and dry seasons, not hot and cold.
Okay.
Too wet, too dry.
It stays kind of the same temperature year round.
Yeah.
What's the weather like?
The weather there is like your summer here. Throughout the year.
Throughout the year.
Yeah.
So
we don't have.
I don't think I could handle it.
It's not very, very hot.
Yeah. I think, and a humid hot. Is it a humid hot where?
Depends on where.
Okay.
There's some very, very dry desert. We drove through real desert country to get there.
Yeah.
But also depending on elevation, because much of East Africa. And I've been in Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania in East Africa. Much of it's very high elevation, so the temperature is really not that bad.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
However, we white people, we will sunburn in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So bring SPF 1000.
Oh, you bet.
Yes, yeah. I can understand completely. Well, if you want to be a part of this amazing organization and help sponsor a child, get a quality education, and as their website says, a safe learning environment, scholarships for low-income families. You can learn more here on their website at brightfutureschool.sc.tz, and you can see that they're helping children, get a quality education. Learn more at this tab. But it's always best to contact somebody there and talk to them personally. You can only read so much on here before you really get a feel for it by contacting somebody. And like they said, they can give you different information on different children. I guess you can choose the child that you want to sponsor.
Sure.
Kind of like an exchange program. You can choose the child that you want to have come over. Would that ever be a possibility of an exchange program? Do you guys do an exchange program?
Yes, we do that. Some of our children have come to America. I have one girl whom I took to Canada a few years ago, and we have had another young girl come to the US this year. She came last year and she stayed for 1 year through Rotary.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, get the experience. Yeah. She might not want to go back. Now, so when you got your education, you furthered it by going to England.
Yeah.
And that was, you had a Canadian that helped with that, or did you do that on your own?
In England, I got a scholarship.
Scholarship,
yes, it was a scholarship.
Very good.
But in Tanzania, I was sponsored by a local Tanzanian nun. She's a Catholic nun.
Okay.
Yeah, who was our administrator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you became a criminal defense attorney. What made you choose that?
This is something I wanted to do since I was very young. So as I was growing up, I got the opportunity to study it. So I went to school for that.
Was it something that you experienced that made you want to be a defense attorney, or?
Yeah, I always wanted to do some pro bono work for people who were charged with criminal crimes that they didn't commit. That was in in my desire when I was growing up as a young boy.
Be able to give them a quality defense.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And the future of the school, what are you hoping to see? Are you hoping that it just grows and grows, that it develops into many chapters in different areas? What's the future hold for?
Yeah, the future of the Bright School, I see it growing and being able to open up branches in different locations in Tanzania, to be able to assist or to support more kids in Tanzania who are in need. Because right now we are only covering one area of Moshi.
Yeah.
There are so many areas in Tanzania that will need this education.
Yeah. I can understand that. 60 million people live in Tanzania, so
yeah.
It's you have 150 children, and thank goodness for that. But you want to hit 150,000 children at one time.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Like I said, if you want to contact Keith, he can tell you more about it.
And I can put them in touch with Timothy by email, and to call to Tanzania unless somebody is familiar with the phone app WhatsApp.
Right.
Which would be, then they could talk free to Timothy.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just financially prohibitive to try to talk directly to Africa, but I can put them in touch by email.
Yeah, and much easier.
Yes.
And cost effective.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's free.
But that phone app, WhatsApp, is really, and it's free.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can FaceTime as well.
That's right.
Through the WhatsApp. Yeah, talk to somebody directly. Very good. Well, anything in particular that we didn't think of that has come to mind? Because sometimes as you're doing a show like this, you're like, oh, I forgot to say that. And I think, hopefully that has happened to you. What?
Yeah. I would say the school is looking not only for sponsors for the kids, but we are also expanding our classrooms because next year we are planning to enroll more students, and the classrooms that we have now are not enough to accommodate all of them. So we are looking for support to build more classrooms.
Yeah.
And buy a school bus so that we can be able to pick all the kids around.
Very good. Yeah. See, that was something I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
We talked volunteers, teachers, but also you need the space.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. The area that your school is at, can you see Mount Kilimanjaro from it, or?
Yeah, it is in a very, very good spot because it is on the hill. So you can see Mount Kilimanjaro clearly.
Yeah.
And the glacier on top of the mountain. And also not only Kilimanjaro, you can see another mountain which is in Arusha called Mount Meru. So in Tanzania there are two big mountains. The first one is Kilimanjaro and the second one is Mount Meru. Yeah. So you see all the two big mountains from the school.
To the size of Mount Kilimanjaro, Timothy was in Colorado before he came here. And they showed him the snow-capped Rocky Mountains. Timothy, do you want to tell them what you called them?
Yeah, those are baby mountains.
Those are baby mountains. That's a like here we call mountains and they're really hills.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's like our hills compared to the Rockies, but then the Rockies compared to Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro was about 20,000.
Yeah, that's insane. That's huge. Yeah. So thank you, volunteer. You get to help children get a quality education, and you get that view every day, right?
Yes.
Right. I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Unless there's clouds.
Yeah, unless like Keith's days there, he didn't even get to see it. That's 20,000 feet in the air. You got to figure that's going to happen. Yeah, very good. Well, we got about a minute left. Keith, final thoughts?
No, I'm so delighted that you got to talk to Timothy.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
And he communicated with me for years before he convinced me to drive to Tanzania. It was a 2-day drive one way, and it was not an easy drive.
Right.
But I'm delighted we made the drive, and now we have a good history, and we're going to work together as long as I'm here.
Definitely. Timothy, final thoughts?
Thank you so much for inviting me here, and I'm inviting you to come to Tanzania.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It was great to find out about this. It's great to hear about people helping people, in a world of what's going on. But thank you for joining us this morning. You all have a great day. Stay indoors if you can. Stay hydrated if you are working outside. Have a good one.